Check. At least let me know if you see any if you're not getting any audio, please. It's life. Yeah, my phone is being used up here for the up top camera. So can you hear? Let me see. Okay, it looks like audio is coming through on Facebook. Let me see. Hold up. Sorry, guys. Joe Biden. Yeah, I think there's audio coming through. Yeah, I think there's audio coming through. Oh, good. All right. Thank God. All right, good. All right. We're good. Oh, good. All right. Thank God. All right, good. All right. That was a funny echo. Okay, thank you. Elise, thanks for helping out. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Jim. What's up, my friend? Nice to meet you. Thanks for tuning in. All right, let's get the tunes back on, and then we'll keep on talking tea for a minute. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. Joe Biden. This is a song called Joe Biden song. This is a song called Joe Biden song. This is a song for the Joe Biden time. Joe Biden. All right, let's make it. No, I'm kidding. Joe Biden time. This is the Joe Biden song. Everybody got a Joe Biden time. If you Joe Biden, know what's up. Rock and roll in the USA, ladies and gentlemen. All right. All right, so here's what we're going to do. It sounds like the audio's coming through okay. It sounds like it looks like the video's coming through okay. If anything goes crazy, please let me know, and we'll address it in the moment. But yeah, so this is a way of brewing Phoenix Mountain oolongs that I think I love to practice, because it takes it takes a lot of concentration and quickness, but it's really specific, so it's easy to burn yourself, and if you burn yourself, you're doing it wrong. So but if you do it right, you get a really flavorful and aromatic cup of tea. So what I want to do is practice brewing the tea in this way. There we go. I want to fix this audio level. I want to practice brewing the tea in this way and kind of walking through it while I do it, so that you can get a sense of why I'm doing the things that I'm doing. And then I'll also brew it a little bit just with the music going. So, all right. This first step, I already gave the tea leaves a rinse, right? So now this is going to be my first brew. So I'm going to overflow it to give it as much room as possible for the leaves to open up. And then And then once I overflow it, I'm going to pour out leaves. So that the idea is you give as much room as possible for the leaves to open, and then you concentrate the output into a less amount of tea. So it's kind of like letting the tea open up and express itself fully, and then cutting the fat and getting just the essence of that. So let's try that. Still trying to figure out the best kind of like microphone and T-Ware setup. One day that'll happen. Actually, I think I'm learning a lesson right now. Maybe the bass should be here now, but then that'll get my kettle hand. What's fun about brewing Phoenix Mountain Oolong in particular in this style is that Phoenix Mountain Oolong is like the least forgiving tea. Well, not the least forgiving, but it's very dynamic. And a small difference of just a few seconds can make a really big difference in the expression of the flavor profile of a Phoenix Mountain Oolong and the aromatic profile. So here, let's taste it. That's nice. Okay, so I feel like the when you brew tea in this way, because of the fact that you overflow. At least you don't manage a dog and tea on stream. That's right. Yeah, Lee's is the wizard. You know, I'm a humble student. I'm a humble disciple of the wizard dress. Yeah. So what I really like about this I already said that. What I really like about this tea is that it's like it's really fruity and buttery, like maybe like butter and like lychee and like maybe like a marzipan almond, like a sweet almond kind of note. I wonder why I'm getting all these like why I'm getting a oh, there we go. Yeah. I wonder why I'm getting like a sweet almond thing. But I feel like I put a lot of tea in here, right? And when you overflow the tea, then it heats up the sides of the gaiwan a lot. So if I try to pick up the tea too quickly to pour it right after I've overflowed it, then I'll burn my fingers because the gaiwan will be too hot, and then that'll affect the whole rest of the session. So I know I have a lot of tea in this pot, in this gaiwan. And what I want to do, the first brew, I got it. It tastes nice, but I think it's sat maybe like 2 to 5 seconds too long. You know. So what I want to do with this one is I want to try specifically to fill up the gaiwan quickly, overflow it quickly, kind of drain it quickly, and then serve it. That's going to be the goal in this session. All right. So I feel like on that, let's see. There's some messages on the chat. I have to get back to work. Oh, cheers, Jim. Thank you. Thanks for tuning in. Appreciate you. Okay, so now I feel like that was pretty quick, and which was the goal. So let's taste it and see if we got the flavors. You know, what kind of extraction of flavor we got. It's pretty mellow aromatically. Oh, but it's great. Yeah. So there's a point. Oh. There's a point when the gaiwan is overflowing that it like there's a point that the gaiwan is overflowing that if you put the lid like this on the side so that the lid is actually like touching the gaiwan like this, then the overflowing water will kind of like catch the side of the gaiwan and stream down. And that's like a way to have like really specific control over the amount of water in the gaiwan and how much is leaving the surface. But then that'll only get you to the point so that you have water right up to the surface, right up to the edge. So if you get to that point and then you put the lid on and then pour, then you start to kind of drain the tea in a way that will actually cool off the gaiwan and make it easier to pick up. But it's strange because like if you create a good seal here, sometimes it's kind of deceptive. It looks like a lot of tea is pouring out, but it's actually just the tea that is outside of the seal. And if that happens, sometimes when you crack it open to pour, there's still a ton of tea and you can burn yourself. So it's really important to kind of let all of the excess drain so that you're only getting that little last concentrated bit. I want to get a little towel. I'm going to get a little towel. I'll be right back. All right. So, for anybody watching, how was your weekend? How was, Elise, how was your weekend? I had a really fun weekend. It was interesting. Oh, that's really good. All right. That's nice. So I was drinking tea this weekend, of course. But no, I was playing basketball this weekend, and it was so much fun because we played against some college kids. There's this little park in Miami, down by like the Coral Gables area, called JC Park. And in JC Park, like I like to go there in the morning and just kind of practice because it's like an empty park. You know, there's not a lot of people there. So I have an idea. In fact, I'm gonna make this a little bit easier. Sorry guys, just one really super fast second, please, ladies Gentlemen. So when I'm not brewing tea, we could just chat for a minute. It's an awkward angle, huh? Damn. Huh. Maybe we'll go back to this. All right. So I was playing basketball this weekend, and it's crazy how challenging that is, man. Like, we were all dead, you know? I think I'll be 35 in a couple weeks, or no, in like 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks, whatever. April 13th. And wow, we were useless. Bunch of old men out there running around. But we won the second game, which was cool because after the first game, everybody was tired, you know? And these kids were like 19, 20, 21. And our team was like 39, 34, 34, 31. And then one of the college kids that joined our team because we didn't have 5. And oh man, that was awesome. That was so much fun. It's ridiculous how much fun it is to make a shot in a game of basketball. It feels like feels like a king. You feel like a king. You know what I mean? It's silly. It's silly, but you know, it's good. Big thanks to John Albano for the music, as always. Actually, I want to give another thank you to Vera Water. They're our water sponsor in JoJo Tea. They're like a filtration system that goes through 4 different filters, and then it goes through charcoal to reintroduce minerals. And it's a really consistent water flavor profile every time, which is really important for tea. So it's nice. It's good. Thank you, Vera Water. Thank you, John Albano. And of course, to the biggest sponsor of all of Mike Ortiz is JoJo Tea. Thank you to our sponsor JoJo Tea for this beautiful Yasher Xiang duckshit oolong. Yeah, actually, When Man Is Broke. The song is called When Man Is Broke. Yeah, that shit'll make you think. When man is broke, the things that we'll do, the way the places we'll go, the things that we'll do, man. When man is broke. I love that song. I feel like that's a really good song to play like while we're on hold, you know, if we have to like take a pause or something. Like that's a really cool song to play. I like it. John Albano, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, John. Yeah. I feel like that has been the best brew so far. It was right on point. When duckshit oolong is brewed like just right, it's weird, you know, like some teas, if you take a little bit and you put them in like a pot and you brew and you just kind of let them ride and brew for a while, they like, excuse me, you get like interesting flavors, you know, but on a tea like duckshit oolongs and Phoenix Mountain oolongs, I feel like you've got to really like put a ton of them in a gaiwan and just like hit it quick, you know, and you get like big flavors and very dynamic flavors, but each one is very specific. Whereas if you just kind of brew it for a long time, there's so much going on in that cup and in each brew that it's like hard to really fully take it in. There's so much to like the different flavors that a tea can offer and the different ways that a tea can make us feel, you know? But I think that it's like, yeah, it's all about like, all it does is kind of wake you up to you know? So like people that want to drink tea because they don't want to drink coffee, for example, and they're looking for just like a straight up coffee substitute. It's like, if you need sleep and rest, tea is not gonna help you pretend that you don't. Tea is gonna actually kind of like get in your face and tell you, hey man, you need sleep, or you need rest or whatever. I had more sleep last night than I've had like in so many months. It's crazy. For some reason I don't have much REM sleep, so this is the crazy thing about having the Apple Watch, is that you maybe it tells you a little too much, you know. I've been like stressed because I don't get enough REM sleep. Jesus, I don't even know how to get more REM sleep. So anyway, so that's what's beautiful about tea and like pure about tea, is that it gets you to the moment. It just kind of gives you a little a reminder of how you feel and what's going on in the moment, and it's so like kind of habitual to look past it, that you know, that it's good to have things that remind us to check in with ourselves moment to moment. I think that like it's interesting because as this show develops, you know, I want it to be entertaining, and I want it to be funny, and I want us to be able to enjoy ourselves, and I also want it to be a moment of peace, and I want it to be refreshing, you know. I want for you to watch this and like engage, and afterwards feel some degree of refreshment, you know. And what that means is that sometimes it's going to slow down, and we're going to drink some tea, and we're going to sit, and I'm going to breathe, because I feel like that's the only way that I can really be honest with you guys. And I don't want to bullshit you guys, you know? Because the way that I think is slowly. I feel like my goal is for a conscious breath to affect every thought that I have, you know? And I want to, like by slowing down my thoughts so that it's at the pace of my breath, I feel like each thought is going to be more holistic and more integrated with everything that I need it to be integrated with, you know? It's like there's so many different elements to existence, you know? And and I feel like if we get like kind of lost in a disembodied thought pattern and we lose sense of our breath, then it's easy to make some really bad decisions, I think, because we're not in line with the timing of the universe, you know? We're in line with like the timing of some fantasy. So I hope that it's not too boring, but I do want to keep the pace of this show slow enough to kind of guarantee consciousness and conscientiousness and awareness, right? And patience. And that's what I promised to work on with you guys. Damn, what's this song called? Liquid White. Fuck yeah, Liquid White. By John Albano. Liquid White by John Albano. There we go. Now I know that these edges don't have boiling water on them for a few seconds now, so I feel good about grabbing them. Those like outer, you know, that like lip of the gaiwan, it's gonna cool off really quick as soon as there's not boiling water on it. As soon as there's not hot water on it, it'll cool off really quickly. See this pinky raise is so that the steam leaving the gaiwan doesn't burn my hand, you know. It's a pinky raise, and the gaiwan, I gotta use a pinky raise in the gaiwan USA now. It's a pinky raise when you're pouring the tea, 'cause you don't want steam burning your finger pinky now. Oh, oh. The pinky raise every time that I'm pouring my gaiwan. I'm gonna refill my kettle. Oof, this one. What's the new one called? This one is called No Mystique B. Liquid White was the shit. That song was awesome. Oh, this is a nice little trippy meditative song. A lot of butter, a lot of like A lot of butter on the nose of this tea still. Butter's awesome, huh? Speaking of butter, the song is called Normal Bod. Normal Bod by John Albano. So that brew wasn't as good because now the tea kind of needs a little bit more time in the gaiwan, and I rushed it, that brew. You know, I'm like in such a hurry to drain the thing and then pour it to make sure that I don't hurt my hands, that I wasn't giving it enough time to actually brew. So now this next time that I brew it, I'm going to fill the gaiwan really slowly so that I can, because I feel like I've been hitting the leaf pretty hard with water. And if you hit the leaf really hard with water over and over, the leaf kind of gets exhausted. So I'm going to do like a really gentle pour, and I'm going to fill the gaiwan all the way, and then I'm going to drain it, and I'm going to let it sit for like a little longer than the last one. It'll probably just be like 5 breaths or something like that, and then I'll pour that out and I'll see what that's like. I'm starting to get hungry, ladies and gentlemen. Normal Bod by John Albano. I might have just figured out the mic setup. All right. Hell yeah. Boom, boom. You can see the leaves are still kind of like are still pretty twisted, right? Like here, there, for example. These leaves are still pretty twisted. And what that means is that because the leaves are still pretty twisted, I'll be able to get more. I can still brew this more. You know? This is JoJo Tea Duck Shit Oolong. you I don't usually count it when I brew the tea. Like, you know, people don't. A lot of people like to count it. Oh, this is the 8th brew, and on the 8th brew, I know it's this. This is the 6th, whatever. I just go, you know, like I think I like that better for some reason. It feels like more natural. There's this thing I used to count them, you know. But Wu De, I was listening to Wu De talk one time, and he said something that I really liked. He was like, every time that you brew a tea, just compare it to the brew before it and the brew after it. And I really like that, you know? I think that if we do that, then, like, you know, the fact, what does it matter if it's the 8th brew or the 40th brew or the 3rd brew? It's like, if I tasted the brew before it, then I know what I have to do for the next one. And if I can stay focused on that, then I think that I can explore tea in a more thorough way, you know? Does anybody know what's up with Tucker Carlson? I heard that Tucker Carlson is gonna come open a Peruvian restaurant in Miami. Does anybody know if there's any validity to that? Elise, do you know if there's any validity to that? Is Tucker Carlson opening a Peruvian restaurant in Miami? Is that an opportunity that he's into? Oh, Jesus, now it's going to get in the way of my sip. That's not bad positioning, though, huh? That feels good. I can maneuver down here. All right. Well, one step closer. Oh, actually, here, check this out. This feels good. Boom. Boom. 1 second. Boom. Boom. All right. Boom. I love it. We got ourselves a little setup, bros. And sisters, cousins. It doesn't look good on there. Oh, whatever, we'll figure it out. From now on, I think I'm gonna call all you viewers bros. Is that okay? You all my bros? That's pretty. I was talking with my friend Elise about how certain streamers call their viewers bros, the bros, the bro squad or something like this. I think that's crazy. I'm not into it. All right, so it's 7 o'clock. At this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to sign out of Facebook and YouTube, and we're going to get funky on Twitch, and we'll have a little bit more fun before we call it a night. Anybody watching on Facebook, thank you guys for tuning in. I saw Katie Bull drop the love. Katie, I love you. If you're watching, you're the best. And we'll talk in a minute. Here, let me check this out real quick. Sometimes the Restream app, you kind of can't really see the chat on Facebook. And I want to make sure that I didn't miss any comments or questions or anything. All right, we got Mike Zig, Pedro Acevedo, what's up? Katie Bull, and Alberto Flamini, Familia. Cheers, guys. All right, let's get off of Facebook. Thank you guys on Facebook. Cheers. Have a good one. Peace. All right. And thank you guys on YouTube. Peace.